Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hello and welcome to Rahman Digital Production. This is lecture number 87 of mathematics. Today we are going to start a new chapter, and that is with the name of geometrical construction. That is very important because practically we will create different types of shapes and different types of angles. We will learn about the uh, line bisectors. Similarly, we will learn about the angle bisector. So stick to me till the end of this lecture. Let us start about the geometrical construction, why it is necessary to learn geometrical construction. A good architect, draftsman, engineer, or interior designer is able to use mathematical tools such as rulers, set squares, protractors, and compasses to construct geometrical figures accurately and skillfully. Uh, these are the set of instruments you can find inside the geometry box. They are familiar to you people because you are using it from the primary level. In this lecture, we will practically use these instruments to construct triangles and different types of shapes. Dear learners, there are two laws which we will discuss as we discussed in the previous lecture different laws, and on the basis of those laws we were able to solve different problems. So here we will also try to solve our problem, so don't go anywhere, stick to this lecture. Okay, first of all we have to learn perpendicular bisectors. We will practically do that in a moment, but first let us understand that what is perpendicular bisector is. Whenever you learn bisector, it means that a line is equally divided into two sectors. Bi means two. Let me put you a question in front of you and search for the answer in the internet, that whether trisector is also possible if we want to divide this horizontal line AB into three equal parts. Is it possible? Search for it. That is a question and pondering time for you people. You can see the figure in which there are two lines cutting each other at M. M is the middle point of AB, and you can see XY is at 90 degree to that angle. Those two equal signs shows that these two lines are equal. So let us say in figure M, in the figure M is the midpoint of the line segment AB. As the line XY passes through M, XY is said to bisect AB. That is, XY divides AB into two equal parts. XY is also perpendicular to AB. Therefore, XY is known as perpendicular bisector of AB, as you can see very clearly inside the figure, that XY is dividing uh, the line AB perpendicularly, this sign shows that this is at 90 degree to each other. That was the general information I was giving to you, but how practically we will do the bisection. So let us see that there is this A and B is a straight line of 10 centimeter. So we are drawing this line through ruler, and then and that will be a 10 centimeter. Then we have to put the tip of the compass here at this cross, small cross, and the pencil, and with the help of the pencil we have to draw this arc number 1, which is in this shape, and we will come down and we will draw this arc number 2, which is this angle. Remember that you neither have to increase the length of the compass nor decrease. It must be fixed during drawing these arcs. Now you have to put the tip of that compass at B point, and you have to draw this arc number 3, which is in this shape, and then arc number 4, which is in this shape. So you will get these 2 points which are intersecting each other at one point. Then you have to draw a perpendicular line which is doing what? Which is touching those 2 intersection points of the arcs. So in this way you will be able to bisect these 2 parts equally. We will do that in a moment. Don't go anywhere. Let's learn another theorem about the perpendicular bisector. One important thing you have to keep in mind, and that is any point on the perpendicular bisector is of a line segment is equidistant from the 2 endpoints of the line segment. What does it mean? It means that if you are taking any point, for example this point, so this will be on equidistance from these endpoints. This distance will be equal to this distance. Any point if you are taking, for example I am taking this point, and if I am connecting this point, then they will be equal. This line will be on equal distance from that point on the line segment which is perpendicular. Now if I am taking from this side and I am connecting it to the end points, then these 2 lines must be of equal distance. This is the first law which we are going to use in the solution of different problems. So again I am repeating this law for you people. In figure, M is the midpoint of the line segment AB. And now I am coming to the blue section, not that one. That is the definition of the perpendicular. Any point on the perpendicular bisector. I took different point. This one, and this one. So they are saying any point on the perpendicular bisector is of a line segment is equidistant from the two endpoints of the line segment. So these two are the endpoints. A and B are the endpoints of this line AB. When you are joining those points to the that point to the endpoints, then they will be of equal distance as I told you. Now let's turn our focus to second, and that is the angle bisector. Now angle bisector is no exception. There are two lines in which this is AB line, and then there we are having AC line. Now dear learners, X line, which is represented by AX, is a line which is dividing the angle BAC into two equal parts. So you can see that BAX and CAX are two equal angles, and I denoted that with the double lines, curvy double line. Now I am giving with this the concept of bisector, angle bisector, but we will do that practically as well. That how we will do this practically on the figure at the right side of your screen. But first understand the concept. Here I am saying in the figure the ray AX, which is this one, divides angle BAC into two equal angles. That is, angle BAX is equal to angle CAX. This BAX is this angle and CAX is this angle. Hence, AX is known as the angle bisector of angle BAC. Whenever you are hearing, dear learners, the name bi, so it means it is dividing the angle into two equal parts. If it is intersection, then it is not mandatory that the line will divide the angle into two equal sections. No, bisection means two equal section, and bisector means a line bisector. So intersection and bisection is having totally two different meaning. Now if you want to draw it practically, we will do that in a moment, but first let us clear our concept. So here there is an angle that is BAC. You have to put the tip of that compass at this particular point and open it according to your choice. But it should not be more than this line. You have to open it either till this point or this point or this point. Somewhere you have to open that compass and then draw this arc, keeping the compass in the same position. Draw this arc. Don't increase or decrease the length of the compass when you are drawing these two lines. Then put the tip of that compass, which is not moving, which is fixed, at this point, and then draw this arc number 1, this one, and then put the tip of that fixed side of compass at this point, and then draw this arc number 2. I am saying this is arc 2 and this is arc 1, but if you are putting first here at this location, then this will be arc 1 and the second one will be arc 2. So I am generally saying that putting the tip at point P or Q, you have to draw two arcs which are intersecting each other. Dear learners, don't erase these arcs after drawing the lines, because the examiner will not understand that how you drew this A and let me say X line. So that should be, if it is of this size, bigger size, then after finding the line, you can reduce its size like this. I reduce it like this, make it smaller, but don't erase it fully like I am erasing it right now. So don't do this like this. I erased it, so they will not understand that how you drew this line. Then make this straight line, this one, make this straight line by passing this point of intersection of two red arcs. So that will be this angle will be 30 and this angle will be 30. You can check that and we will check that in a moment. But let's first understand the second law, and that is also exactly the same as the first one, but that was related to the line bisector and this is related to the angle bisector. Let us first read it. Any point on the angle bisector, this line is an angle bisector, and any line on the angle bisector of an angle is equidistant from two sides. Whatever this is showing, that will be the case here as well. Both the lines, this line will be equal to this line. Keep this in mind, and that is the same to the first one, from the two sides of the angles. So that was the whole story. Now how we will construct the triangle, that is also using these concept of line drawing. We will do that practically. Let us turn our focus to exercise 12A, and then we have to start question number 1. That is totally practical work. So let us start that practical work and let us move to a software where we can construct different angle bisector and line bisector as well as the construction of triangle. Now this is the software in which we will do our practical work. Now you will learn that how to draw a line segment. The first question is saying draw a line segment AB of length 9.5 centimeter. So first let us introduce the ruler, and the line is 9.5. So I am drawing the line 9.5, and let us remove the ruler. You have to write here the 9.5 centimeter. You have to label it, and they are asking to draw a B line. So we labeled it with AB. Next they are saying construct the perpendicular bisector of AB. They are saying that construct the perpendicular bisector of AB. Let us draw again for your convenience it in the middle. First you can see that this is in the centimeter, and we have to draw 9.5. Then we have to label it as A, B, and also we have to write 9.5 centimeter. Then you have to introduce this compass. One side of this is this. You have to bring it here, and reasonably you have to open this. So you have to draw a line, but before that you have to lock this. So I lock now, neither I can increase nor I can decrease the size of this. So I have to draw an arc here as much you can. You have to come down here, and then you have to draw another arc of this size. Now you have to put the tip on the B point, and then you have to draw another arc here. Similarly, you have to draw another arc at this position. Now you have to remove this compass because its work is finished. Now through the software, to the ruler, when you are drawing it manually, draw a perpendicular line which is connecting these 2 points. You can draw it of any length. Here I am just for your understanding draw, and I am saying that this is 90 degree, and let me label it as M point. This is the middle point. So now this line is equally dividing the AB into 2 equal sections, so that P and Q is, now this P and Q is a straight line, and this is called what? This is called the perpendicular bisector. Let me bring this again and see that if it is 9 point, so the middle you can see, and check it that both is equal to 4.25, something like that. So 4.75 is, you can see, in the middle. So it is exactly like this. Okay, that was the whole story about the line bisector. Now we are going to do the second question, and second question is saying draw an angle BAC. First of all, I am drawing a line of any length, and I am naming it as AB. I am naming it, and then they are saying that construct a BAC of 56 degree. So let us introduce this, and 56 degree will be somewhere here. This is 50, 55, and 56 will be somewhere here. Then I am connecting this line with the point, and you have to do it with what? With the ruler, and I am writing C here, and I am labeling it 56 degree. Now the next job is to draw an angle bisector. So let us introduce again this, and let me put it here, and I told you that you can open according to your choice as much you want you can, and then you can draw the two lines, and that will be of the same length. You don't have to open these two arms of the compass, and here you have to draw another arc here. Now you have to put either as this point and draw an arc here, and then here first or second, and then you have to draw an arc here as well. Then again you have to remove this and draw a straight line from here like this, which is passing the intersection point of this, and let me label it as X. Now this angle will be equal to this angle, and let us see that with the, now you can see, because 56 is the middle of 28, then you can see that this line is at 28 degree. So 28 is the bisector line. You can see that very correctly when I increase the size. So that is the whole scenario, and at C point you can see that it is a bit on the 56 more than, so this X line is also in between. That is due to that inaccurate line we drew instead of 56, 56.5. So that is a very minor mistake, and it is quite acceptable in the CIA exam. So here I am saying that these are the two things which are known as the angle bisector and perpendicular bisector. Third question is saying that you have to draw a construct triangle ABC. This is now question number 3, in which AB is equal to 8 centimeter. First job is to draw a line of 8 centimeters starting from here and moving all the way to 8, and then I have to label it A, B, and you have to write that this is 8 centimeter. Now the next part is saying that BC is equal to 6.5 centimeter. But before that we have to draw ABC to 80 degree. So let us draw this as 80 degree, and you can see that 80 degree is somewhere here if I am not wrong. So we have to draw a line from this position and increase it here, and then we will say that this is an 80 degree angle. Now next is saying that BC is 6.5 centimeter. So let us first open this as 6.5 centimeter from this position. Now you can see that this is at the correct position. We have to unlock and then we have to open this 6.5 exactly this and then make it lock. Remove the ruler and put this tip here, and then you have to draw an arc which is of 6.5 centimeter. I am labeling it 6.5. Now from here I am drawing a straight line here and then labeling it with the C. Now you have to draw it with the ruler, because in this digital production I have access to the digital media, so I am drawing it straight line. You have to draw it with the ruler. Now the next job is that we have to measure. The question is saying that measure and write down the length of AC. For that I will need this ruler, and then I have to measure it here. I have to be very much precise. Now if you see, it is exactly 9.4. It is exactly 9.4. You can confirm that. So I am writing 9.4 centimeter. So in this way you will do your construction. The time is not allowing me to move further, so let's stop it and let's call it a day. So thank you very much for your time. Allah Hafiz.